Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to those around the world. Welcome back to the Pokemon Unite video featuring Lucario coming through the top lane in Masters rank. We got back up here yesterday. Hopefully, for the rest of my teammates, the rest of my my Discord members, my community members who want to get up to Masters rank. Hopefully, we can play some more games here later on because I am down for getting groups started, getting you guys up to Ultra, getting you guys up to the Masters. If we're able to do it, we have a solid group right now. Actually, we're doing pretty good. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna dive into this game right here with Lucario in the top lane. We're running the usual, the same thing everybody else runs on Lucario. Ain't nothing different up here. Now, the playstyle might be though, because everybody plays this Pokemon a little bit differently. And by I mean everybody, I just mean me. For instance, because every Lucario that you guys will play against or will play with on your squad or what have you, they have the exact same mindset. They got 5 points, they got 4 points, they got 2 points, they got 12, it don't matter. Their goal is tunnel vision into the enemy goal, score as many as they can, right? Okay. That works occasionally, right? Until you're up in this lane with a 1v2, right? What I mean is, let's say your partner who you're playing with up here, right? Typically just goes out and feeds 9 out of 10. Then your 1v2 situation is a lot harder for you. It's not 2v2 anymore, it's just 1v2. And it sucks because your teammate just keeps feeding. And you're trying to score, you're like, hey, I'm Lucario, I'm trying to do my job here, please stop dying. It doesn't work like that. So like, I feel like in a solo queue environment, without the right partner with you in your lane, this is really difficult for you to do. And the downside to it is, in a solo queue world, right, when you're sitting here playing a solo queue game, you'll play against this all the time, right? You'll get a Lucario in the Eldegoss, or like a Lucario in another support like Wiggly or whatever, and they just roll your face, right? But that's also because you gotta keep in mind, you have a support Pokemon with you who's not supposed to be like, hey guys, I'm 1v2ing, I'm engaged, I'm killing these targets. No. In a perfect world, you got yourself your support with you, who's following you around, who's trying to support you to reach your dream, to reach your goal, to reach your score, right? And then you have, you know, the other person who plays DPS with you inside your lane as Lucario, who just goes in and keeps feeding. It's really hard to pull this off. It's not as easy as you may think it is. But at the end of the day, it's super effective, right? It's really, really hard to deal with this. If you don't know how to play against it, it's really, really difficult. Lucario is going to score no matter what. How many points he decides to turn in the goal is really up to him. If he can get the opportunity to score, he's going to score. Now for me, I try to keep that same rhythm going, but I'm more so for objective base. Like I want to be rotating for the objectives. I want to be here for these team fights. If I got 6 points to turn it, I don't care about that goal. If there are kills down here on this objective, on this Dreadnought, I'm going to be down here on this objective. Whereas we still have War Turtle in the top lane fighting against Eldegoss. It is what it is. We were actually able to pick this up. Surprisingly enough, I think just because the solo team down here was very uncoordinated. Dude, because we have a Ninetales and a Throwing Bird Decidueye in bot lane. I mean, at the end of the day, just like, we're really about to get this Dreadnought. Yeah, apparently we're really about to get this Dreadnought. I don't know how, but we did. Felt bad for Sylveon though. Like, she was like, bro, I just want to farm. I just want to play the game. Leave me alone. But now, having all this open space with Lucario, meaning like we took the top goal, right? And we took the bottom goal. You can essentially just dumpster points into whatever goal you want to now. You do have a team. You still have a team you got to pay attention to. You got to pay attention to these objectives, the Rotom, the Dreadnought. You got to pay attention to these spawns and everything. But at the same time, with extreme speed, the way I like to play this build, a lot of people are running what do you call it, close combat and power up punch and stuff to do this. That's fine. You can do both. And we will be diving into another game in which I do that. But at the same time, having extreme speed and bone rush, I like to flip between top and bot lane to score as many points as I can instead of going back and forth between, you know, top to top or bot to bot. You know what I mean? It just gives you that mobility. Sadly enough, she just leveled up, got a Unite move. It is what it is. I see you later. I'll come back, Sylveon. Don't worry, I'll come back. Decidueye, don't run. You got this fight. Where are you going, bro? You have Focus Band. Oh my gosh. Ninetales, you're a lifesaver. This is why we call this Pokemon the Throwing Bird. It just like, anyone who jumps on your face as a Decidueye, it feels like people just immediately panic and they don't know what to do. Obviously, you should never be in that situation, but this is Pokemon Unite. You're always in that situation. There's team fights pretty much every minute, every 2 minutes of the game. Someone's doing something stupid, or something they shouldn't be doing, which is typically the Decidueye players. I hate to be like that, but it is what it is. Charizard's up here. He's not paying me no mind, because I'm Lucario. And this is the best thing about playing this Pokemon sometimes. It's like playing Ingredient. People just know what you're going to do. And generally speaking, they can't do a whole lot about it. And I think that's the thing where people think it's a little bit too strong. Because you have all this mobility with your kit and on top of Score Shield. You're going to get points in that goal no matter what. You don't have to die for it. You know, turn it in 5 points, 4 points. Sometimes it's not worth it. But if you can turn in points and get out, go for it. Whereas right now, I'm level 11. He's level 7. She's level 11 as well. This fight is golden because extreme speed here, I think it just suits Lucario's playstyle better than Power Up Punch trying to make scores into a goal. That's just me. I'm just waiting for cooldowns because I know Sylveon's going to jump in Mystic Fire anyway and get killed. It is what it is. Most Sylveon players typically do that, let's be honest. Memo though, bro, I just want to be friends. That's it. I was spamming Bone Rush to get up out of there too. I was spamming that junk. But it's okay. I mean, I'm having fun playing this Pokemon, but for those that know me in the community or know me in the Discord or what have you, I don't sit here and spend like hours on end playing Lucario. You know what I mean? This is not my thing. The playstyle to me is just, it's not that fun. Now the jukes, when you can break somebody's ankles by getting away with extreme speed or Bone Rush, oh dude, that's so satisfying. It really is. It's so much fun to play in that mindset. But while you're in lane, just going back and forth, dumping a point into a goal, to me that's not fun, personally. But once you get out of lane, this Pokemon is so much fun to play. You just got to get to that point. Now, other than that, we are going to be playing Lucario one more time, whether or not we win this game or lose this game. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet, because, you know, Zapdos is getting ready to spawn, so we still could lose it. Also, at any point in the game, if you guys feel like, hey, Zapdos is up, my teammates are not rotating or what have you, I'm getting people down in the comment section wondering, you know, how do you win from a losing game or what, and stuff like that. There's just too much stuff to talk about in one video, but I will dive into it. We'll talk about it. We'll get into it on my mindset on how to play a certain, what do you call it, Pokemon, because I got a comment the other day talking about Gengar and stuff. How do you fight for Zapdos with Gengar and Zapdos Pit? That is a tough one, but trust me, we will break it down. I will be dropping a Master's Guide this week for Gengar, a brand new Master's Guide, considering he got his new changes, his new rework or whatever. We will be going over it, talk about his counters, where he's good at. We'll go over all that sort of stuff. So for those of you who are interested in that, have been asking about it, stay tuned. It's coming up this week, promise. We'll get into it. And again, we're in a situation right now in that choke point, Decidueye drops his Unite move. He just mows down everybody. And 9 out of 10, when you see the Decidueye player in your team during Zapdos fights, what do? They're literally inside the pit, typically, with Zapdos. Like, they're like in the circle right here. And they just die. But hey, man, we're going to dive into game number 2 as Lucario, but doing a little something different. See y'all in a minute. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to game number 2. For those of you that didn't make it through game number 1, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Today we're playing Lucario in the jungle in a Master Rank game. As usual, you know, because this is my role that I feel most comfortable in, you know what I mean? For good reason. We're sitting up here in a team fight in a 2v3 situation because Pikachu was AFK until just now. So, I mean, Eldegoss is up here soloing this lane. And she did quite well. She didn't die. She didn't feed. Pikachu comes back. We clean house. We're playing Lucario in the jungle. We're running Power Up Punch and Close Combat this time around. We're taking Focus Band, Muscle Band, Weakness Policy, because I am a big advocate for I'm a big advocate for Weakness Policy. I think this item is very, very strong, only on certain Pokemon, like Lucario, Dragonite, absolute must-have. For those of you that don't level it up or haven't leveled it up, give it a try. I also like running this on Charizard. I think it's really, really, really strong. Now, when it comes to Lucario in the jungle, this Pokemon clears jungle like nobody's business. Everybody can play jungle, right? Yeah, Pikachu can play jungle, and I much enjoy Pikachu in jungle versus lane, but at the end of the day, you play Pikachu, you can go wherever you want because you will always be effective. Lucario, people tend to see Lucario where? In lane only. That's it. And generally speaking, it's either hit or miss. Your Lucario player is really good, or the enemy team is really bad, and you keep scoring, whatever. But in the jungle, you don't really see Lucario in the jungle. I don't know why. I think it's probably because we're so used to seeing him in lane. We know he's effective there, but he's also effective in the jungle. You gotta think about it. Lucario will beat Gengar in the jungle situation. He will beat Zeraora in the jungle situation. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of Pokemon that can duel Lucario 1v1. Let's be honest with you. They're really a good Lucario player. It's not really gonna happen. Now you may get kited out by a Greninja or a Cinderace, maybe if they got red buff and you misplay your Power Up Punch. I mean, that may happen. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to pretty much 1v1 anyone in the jungle. You can contest for bees, you can contest for Dreadnought. Why though? Why can you do that? Because you have steal potential. What I mean by that is Power Up Punch does a ridiculous amount of damage and is able to steal Dreadnoughts and able to steal Zapdos and objectives and what have you, and you're able to actually be a threat on bees. It's better. I'd much rather see Lucario in lane, I think, unless you are pretty solid in your jungle rotations. And a lot of people don't understand what that means. It's just like, everybody can clear jungle, correct. But not everyone has that map awareness to rotate two objectives, whereas Cinderace should already be up here getting ready for that Rotom. Instead, he's in my jungle trying to take my farm before he goes up there. Now he's level 8, and this seems to happen pretty much every game you play in a solo queue environment. People are just like, oh, the jungler's helping another lane right now. He's doing something productive. Let me just respawn and go steal his jungle right quick. That's not productive. You're out here trying to steal the farm instead of doing anything else. That doesn't make any sense to me. We're able to get the Rotom. We're able to score with the Rotom here. And now we could technically push this goal a little bit, but at the same time, teammates aren't also following through. And this is something that actually happens a lot in solo queue environment. But it's okay. We probably shouldn't have been there. At the end of the day, Pikachu really needed like one more kill to level up his Unite move. It's a possibility we shouldn't have been there. But then again, if people follow through, you never know. Now, we're sitting at level 11, right? Pikachu's almost level 9. He just leveled up. If he wasn't AFK, we might have been able to push that goal. Type thing. You know what I mean? It's fine.
You're on fire!
Dreadnought is spawning. 30 seconds left on the clock. And again, as long as we're rotating, this man was AFK, kill Cinderace, no problem. Like, what just happened? Now he doesn't have Unite move now, Pikachu, because you soloed it with Cinderace, so this objective could be a little bit of a difficult situation to put ourselves in. Because we just have myself and Eldegoss. There's no other Unite moves up right now. So now we have to deal with a Gardevoir, who you automatically have to assume she has Unite move. And you have a Blastoise who has Unite move. Oh, she pops hers. This is easy, right? Now we just jump in. Because now she has nothing else to stop you. That was a look at that. Beautiful. Where my team at though? You see what I'm saying? Eldegoss Unite moves super late. Now in a team situation here, let's say like Eldegoss and myself were on Discord. Let's say that, right? Hypothetically speaking. And I'm going in, follow through with your ult. She'd be like, okay, cool, no problem. But instead she didn't even see what was happening. Then I get killed for it. These are the type of things you gotta worry about. You have to deal with this in solo queue. When you're playing by yourself and you actually make a good play, don't get mad at your team, because at the end of the day, what's that going to do? Zapdos hasn't spawned yet, right? Zapdos is the one that actually matters, that actually wins the game 9 out of 10. And just because you lose one good team fight or what have you, doesn't mean you're going to lose the game entirely, right? You still have a chance to lose it, of course you do. Now Pikachu needs to be up here and help me with this rotation if we're able to get this. I tried to go in. We're not able to successfully get it. Blastoise does knock it away. My Power Up Punch would not have reached that far if I decided to do that. I think if I did, I would also have been dead there. Now, Pikachu has Unite move. I hope he doesn't pop it, because we're going to need that for the Zapdos fight here soon. Oh, that was close. Really, really close. I'm in a really bad situation here, but we might be able to pull it through. Cinderace actually sees me. He's able to eject button over the wall and hit me. It's fine. It is what it is. But now, considering he did not pop his Unite move here, we have 3 Unites ready to go for Zapdos, and mine will be up by that time as well. Because I also got to take into consideration, if he did pop his Unite there during that fight, do I know if he's going to, attack wild Pokemon to get his Unite move up before Zapdos? Probably not, to be honest with you. And now this is the community jungle now. Everyone comes through, tries to take your jungle farm. It is what it is. Zapdos is spawning. Just go for it, dude. You're not going to be able to, hey, stop doing that. It's just the way the game is. Everyone's Unites up. Sylveon's down the bot side. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why he wasted that. But Cinderace player's in a nutshell, because now he's dead. Like, he literally just pops Unite move and jumps into a fight of a 1v3 for no reason. No reason. And it's always, to me, it's always like Cinderace players. I don't know why. It's either that or Decidueye. It's one of the two. But now we're in a situation where Gardevoir pops our Unite. We have an easy cleanup here. We have an easy Zapdos fight because they don't have anything to follow through. I figured Charizard had that kill, so I'm just going to turn around and go somewhere else. If we can collapse on Sylveon, great. But she has Mystic Fire. She might be able to get away. And she does. It's fine. There's no reason for me to continue to chase this, right? Because she's gone. So I'm out of here. Zapdos is up. We need to be over there. But that was great, though. This is what I try to do in any type of team game I'm trying to play with my squad here. I always want to go for picks. I never want to sit here and try to fight in Zapdos pit because somebody's going to make that mistake. Someone's going to overstep, or what have you. And it's going to happen because both teams now, we know Zapdos is coming, right? We know Zapdos is up. That means we want to contest for this. So one misplay from either side of those teams generally can win or lose that game. If you can get a catch, you're golden. Felt bad for the Lucario, though. He just oof. Big oof there, buddy. Big oof. But in any case, man, hopefully you guys smash that like button. Come join that Discord. Come tell me I suck. It is what it is. Today, hopefully, we can get another group going. We can have some fun. Yesterday, we did pretty well. We went 7-2. Or 5-2, I think. Out of 7 games. Somewhere around there. We did pretty solid. It was pretty good. Now, at the end of the day, I know everyone has different time zones and stuff, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get everybody going at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But fear not, I hope to get a chance to play with everybody, or for those of you who are super interested in actually playing in a competitive team, because right now we don't have North American Championships, we don't have any of that right now, so keep that in mind, okay? So right now, typically what you're doing is you're playing for practice, you're playing to get better, to better yourself, to try to get the Masters, whatever. That's what you're playing for right now. We don't have any championships in North America just yet, but I'm sure they're coming, trust me. So for the time being, if we can just get synergies together, get a squad rolling, get communication, that's what we're trying to do. And have fun. Because this is Pokemon Unite, this is a community that we built here together. Let's keep it that way. Let's have a good time. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Thank you very much for watching. See y'all later.